We had the Super Bowl performance of Bad Bunny. Controversial performance has been getting a lot of good feedback, a lot of negative feedback. So President Trump did voice his opinion on the Super Bowl. This is what he posted on Truth Social. He said, the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible. One of the worst ever. It makes no sense. It is an effort to the greatness. It is an affront to the greatness of America and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA and all over the world. This show is just a slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, including the best stock market and 401ks in history. There's nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show, and watch. It will get great reviews from the fake news media because they haven't got a clue of what is going on in the real world. And by the way, the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule. So that's what Trump had to say about the Super Bowl halftime performance yesterday. I've been hearing a lot of back and forth feedback regarding the Bad Bunny performance. So what's your take on all this?
President Trump, he obviously he's not a big fan at all of this Bad Bunny performer, and he's not a fan of the antics of such during the Super Bowl halftime show. President Trump feels as though the NFL could have did the United States citizens a solid by having something a little bit more relatable, I guess. And he's right about when it came to the poor example that was put on during the Super Bowl halftime performance with the women twerking and shaking their booties in a sugarcane field, from what it looked like from the different highlights and clips that I have seen. It looked as if the women were, again, just, busting it down, shaking their booties up in a sugarcane field. So I didn't get that when I saw those particular clips. And of course, the performance was in Espanol, I believe. Yeah. So that right there kind of alienates the large swath of the Super Bowl audience, as well as the general American football viewing audience. It alienated its core audience base. So I
didn't have a problem with the Bad Bunny performance. The NFL is pushing this whole global agenda. They're having these games all across the world: London, Germany, Brazil. If you're pushing this global image, why not have one of the biggest global artists to perform? Like that isn't that a part of what they're doing? They're trying to push this whole global agenda. So why not bring one of the biggest global stars? I didn't have a problem with the performance. It was cool to me.
Well, there was a lot of symbolization in that performance, from what you could clearly see. Of course, there's a lot of ritualistic type of things going on. I mean, I caught it based on the highlight clips that I saw. And then again, people want it to be more core United States gridiron football appreciating crowd centric, because let's just face it, that's the bread and the butter of the NFL, is the core United States American gridiron, football audience. Even if the NFL does go global with it, right, because they want all the damn money in the world, it's like it's still not going to resonate as if it would here in America. It's just not. Let's just face it.
Okay, so Turning Point USA, they did their own Super Bowl halftime show. Kid Rock highlighted that. How did you feel about the whole Turning Point USA's halftime show in going opposite of what the NFL did?
I think it was right on, especially for that core audience that is the NFL, the general American viewing public. I think that was right on for that. From the little highlights that I saw of the Turning Point USA concert, it looked like Kid Rock did his thing from what I saw. They obviously have a fan base too. They have an audience, and I like the competition. I'm glad Kid Rock and Turning Point did that as a way to rival the NFL halftime show. Because let's just face it, a lot of people were very unhappy with the choosing of Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no artist you can choose where everybody's going to unanimously agree with. No matter what artist you give the Super Bowl halftime show to, there's always going to be the other side. There's always going to be the other side. Somebody who's going to be unhappy. There's no unanimous artist right now out there right now that you can give the Super Bowl halftime show to, and everyone's going to be happy. That artist doesn't exist.
I think Chris Brown would have came close to that. Yeah, Chris Brown.
But even that, I'm pretty sure some women's group would have came out and say, "Oh, he hits women. He's a woman beater." Or I'm pretty sure there would have been some ruckus somewhere. Trust me.
You know what I think would be a good idea is if the fans get to vote on who the halftime performer at the Super Bowl should be. Leave it up to the fans to pick it. Unanimously, the fans. Not Jay-Z or his Rock Nation operation, because let's just face it, Jay-Z is going to pick the type of people he's going to pick. And again, why would you leave the NFL halftime show up to Jay-Z to select anyway? I never understood that or even agreed with it, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's Jay-Z and Apple Music, so it's not like it's just singly him. But I mean, he has a lot of say-so input in it for sure. But it's also Apple Music involved as well. So,
wow, yeah, they're not doing a good job. They're gonna have to do better. And I'd say leave it up to the fans, leave it up to the audience to start picking the Super Bowl. Therefore, if it's ever any backlash, it's going to be on the fans because it'll be like, hey, you guys picked them.
So the people that didn't want to see Bad Bunny, like, who would have been a better option then?
You got people like Chris Brown, of course, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars already did it, didn't he?
I want to say Bruno did do it, or you could bring back. You know how you got multiple performers that will perform at the halftime show. Bring back multiple performers. I think that'll do everybody a solid too. You know, because if you complain about one, you're not going to complain about all of them if you got a variety of performers at the halftime show. Hey, I would even say bring Kid Rock up in there to perform at the halftime show. He's an all-American guy. He rides out for the country, USA. I say go for it. Why not? It could do nothing but help.
Yeah, he headlined the Turning Point event. Chris Brown I think would be good, but with Jay-Z controlling who does it, I know he's loyal to Rihanna. I know Rihanna was his artist. He has a good rapport with her, so I don't know, because I know they had the whole incident back in the day. I don't know if he would, you know what I'm saying? It just seems like it's a lot of politics and picking and choosing going on behind the scenes. So I don't know if they would give it to Chris or not. He's deserving of it, but I don't know if they would give it to him. Or maybe when Jay-Z steps down from that position, somebody else runs it, then he could get it.
Yeah. It's going to be imperative that they get Jay-Z out of that position. They're just going to have to, because the NFL is losing more and more of its core audience. They are. And with this Bad Bunny stunt that they did, they alienated half of their audience, more than half of their audience. And a lot of people are upset about that. And they're saying that they will not be supporting or watching the NFL anymore.